Hello, my love. Let's fight.
Let's go. Okay,
Let's
so
go.
this one we are doing Silver Surfer versus
I
Zeus.
I do want to preface that we talk about fighting on the show a lot, about like getting competitive, and then the actual like battle happens, and we're very nice to each other. That's usually how it goes.
And then we stop recording, and that's when the fight begins.
Yes, that's when it starts, and I'm like, yeah, and he's like, whatever.
Do you want to start? Or do you want me to start?
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead? I'm
Okay.
interested. I think the one with the weakest potential to begin with should start first.
Yeah. I mean, I do have Galactus, so if you really want to play that, he could just eat you alive and eat the
Oh,
planet,
yeah?
so you're done.
Like Voltron in What If?
Heck yeah.
Listen, you're not Voltron, so please.
Silver Surfer and Galactus are not the same person.
Mm-mm.
Silver Surfer worked for Galactus.
So Silver Surfer wields the power of cosmic, granting him superhuman strength, cosmic reflexes, and can absorb and manipulate the universe's energy. So with the amount of power he has by absorbing the energy, he can cripple and destroy entire planets. Yee. Silver Surfer has even killed gods and trapped them in pocket dimensions that he created by himself. Has Zeus done that? I mean, yes.
So he's good at running away from Zeus.
He
Is
doesn't
that
even
what you're
have to. He
saying?
can literally just trap him.
Good at running away from his problems.
You know, he can create like entire.
Didn't he run away from his problems in the movie? Isn't that
Yes,
literally
yeah.
what he did?
but then he runs into his problems.
Literally.
So the only way I see this playing out, you know, Zeus does have like, you know, the powers of the heavens creating storms and like attacking him. But like the Silver Surfer has the cosmic ability to completely drain all life from Olympus and Earth or wherever the heck that he's on. Because I'm not exactly sure, where is Olympus exactly? Is that its own thing? Like
It's its own thing.
Okay.
Mm.
So yeah, he could literally just drain all the life from the gods. You know, draining the sun and wiping out all of the life there. So
I feel like
Zeus-
I feel
Zeus
okay.
does
Okay.
have- I was gonna help you. Zeus does have all of the gods already on Mount Olympus, but I do have Galactus.
Okay. First of all,
Do you?
no help. No help. You don't get sidekicks in this.
I'm not.
fight.
I'm not looking for help.
You did.
why are you
because
saying
half
Galactus?
the powers you said for Silver Surfer were Galactus's.
The only thing I only put Galactus if she tried to use the gods from.
I-
You know,
Okay. He basically just.
yeah.
He's
I'm not
already.
saying that I need him.
He already knows what I'm gonna say, so he's just fighting me for me.
Go for it.
He's so
please.
chivalrous. He just fights the battle for me. And then along came Zeus. He's like the father of all the gods.
Mhm.
Zeus has a notorious habit of just doing whatever he wants. So therefore, the man doesn't have boundaries. He doesn't really have any kind of sense of, you know, that things are like no matter how powerful the Silver Surfer appears, like wants to make himself be, Zeus doesn't care. He doesn't care. And he was able to take down how many Titans? Like 3 or 4? And just lock them up. And so, like, regardless of, even if he couldn't kill the Silver Surfer, he could just trap it very easily. Because
Yeah,
the
but
Silver
Surfer can
the
create
Silver
like his
Surfer
own
is
pocket dimensions to leave whatever he's trying to be trapped in. Like you can't really trap him. He has the power of the multiverse.
he's metal, and Zeus
He
wields
is
lightning.
metal,
And Zeus
but
wields
he can also
lightning.
Doctor,
drain
baby.
all of life
The end.
from.
No, he
Almost said Asgard.
can't.
Yeah, the cosmic ability that he has drains the life from planets.
That's
Jared.
Galactus.
That's not Galactus. He just eats the planets.
No. Galactus is the
yeah.
one that drains the energy. Silver Surfer is the beacon for Galactus to go
Donovan.
to the next.
This is why
Planet.
Donovan's here. Can you?
Listen, I am more Avengers, but I have my handy dandy Google here.
Okay. This is why Donovan's here.
My
This is
mouse
why.
tools.
Like, hold on.
Right?
My
Silver.
mouse tools.
And this isn't because I want Zeus to win. This is because I want to clarify what Silver Surfer can do
Okay.
without Galactus.
Okay, so the Silver Surfer wields the power of cosmic, granting him superhuman strength, endurance, and
Which he read
senses.
word for word, yes.
Yeah, and the ability to absorb and manipulate the universe's ambient energy.
Yes.
So I feel like he doesn't absorb the planets. Like I don't feel like I don't know. I feel like
What's
he's not.
ambient?
I feel like, but that's a lot of energy for Greek gods.
Yeah.
Like these people literally glow.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like if he were to absorb that energy, who's to say that he won't destroy himself trying to absorb all that?
That is fair, but I don't know if he can.
Okay, ambient energy means naturally occurring thermal energy and energy accumulated in the environment with constrained boundaries. So ambient energy isn't somebody's energy force.
Mm-hmm.
It's energy
Okay,
created in the world.
he channels the beams of energy through his hands, which is like such a destructive force to destroy a planet or wield the energy and finesse them to restructure the molecules to change the planet's color and drain it that way. So like the ability that he has can kind of reform entire planets.
Mm-hmm.
That I will say yes to. I just like to argue on this podcast. I'm the one actually fighting.
Yeah.
Literally. Okay. What are you?
Discharge any form of energy or radiation.
If he
Is
keeps
it enough
being
to
a
take
brat,
down
I'm gonna
Zeus?
say Zeus.
What?
Who was I saying? Is that enough to knock down Zeus though?
I don't know. Maybe.
I
The
mean,
power
Because-
cosmic also allows Silver Surfer to teleport through hyperspace.
Should I reiterate
He can
this?
teleport.
Should I reiterate just the stature of this man alone? He glows. He glows. That's how
That's the
he's
argument.
so powerful that he glows.
Yeah, all the
But-
gods
and
glow on
But I
Olympus.
feel like the reason why they glow is because it's to show the amount of power that they have. Like there's so much energy and there's so much life force to them that they glow.
But then Hercules died. Or was taken away by a fucking vial in like 3 seconds.
And
yeah, but that's
die.
not Zeus.
That's not
That's
Zeus.
also not Zeus. That's just Zeus's poor parenting skills.
And poor parenting skills just does nothing in a fight.
Right.
It causes some trauma.
It does cause trauma.
It's true.
I want to say
That's
Zeus
hard,
just
'cause,
because
like-
Sky's being a brat.
I just feel like Zeus. Because I feel like he's kind of equivalent. Like if I'm thinking like Marvel terms, like Odin, kind of almost. So I feel, and I know like
It is.
Odin-
It's the Odin equivalent.
yeah,
I
I
can see
feel like
that.
Odin has like
And you know what? I'll eat my words when you have Odin and I have Thor.
Enchantress is to Wanda as Zeus is to
Literally.
Odin.
Odin.
exactly. So I feel like I know there's a couple instances that I've seen where Odin has completely beaten the crap out of Silver Surfer. So I feel like Zeus, I feel he may even be stronger than Odin a little bit, maybe.
Maybe
And-
so.
Maybe.
And I mean, he beat like the Titans, like,
He beat the Titans.
Yeah. and so I don't know. I just feel Zeus. I'm like,
Okay.
this is another
Lightning
hard
rod.
one, but yeah, literally, he's just
Lightning
gonna,
rod.
he's a conductor. So
I'm actually gonna send it to the Instagram polls.
Okay.
Oh.
Because if Silver Surfer can absorb ambient energy, that's all lightning is.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, true.
Oh.
It said Zeus.
Okay, Zeus is moving on.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Cool. That was a good one.
That was a fun one.
When the demigods bracket turns into Armida and I.
All right. Up next is the Watcher from What If versus Percy Jackson. Please start. I want to hear you. I want to hear you out.
I want to
I-
hear. Yeah. Now he's putting that. same
No,
energy
I'm
that I
actually
did onto him.
interested. Like,
I'm interested too,
because
actually.
like he is the son of
Poseidon.
yeah, Poseidon.
Almost made another dumb joke. Anyways,
Please.
I feel like my only argument is that the Watcher's main thing is that he's passive and
He can't get
lonely.
involved.
Yeah, he can't
He's
get
like, yeah, I don't want to
involved.
fight. You're good.
So if somebody was like, yo, you're fighting Percy, he'd be like, I can't, I'm the Watcher. It'd be a forfeit.
Percy
That'd be a
Jackson would
forfeit.
have to threaten the entire multiverse for the Watcher to get up and be like, well, I guess I have to
Okay,
fight this dude.
imagine Percy Jackson stole all 6 Infinity Stones.
He became Ultron.
Infinity.
If Percy Jackson killed every single god and then like sat on Zeus's throne, the Watcher would have to be like,
I also just
Well.
don't, I also just don't know what the Watcher's power is. Like, is it just
can go
the
into it.
power of the multiverse?
Well, that doesn't really do anything for him. That's kind of just watching.
I know that's my
Like
point.
so he does have superhuman strength and intellect.
Okay.
Like he is one of the most powerful people. Yes, he is a pacifist, but I mean, he was able to pretty much almost kill Ultron with all 6 Infinity Stones.
and we saw how that worked for Tafiti.
Yep.
So
He also has molecular manipulation, so he can change things into whatever he wants, kind of like the way what was the other witch that we did? She did against Enchantress, yeah. And his sonic powers, and he also has flight and teleportation.
okay, so he like actually has powers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I mean, if you really want me to like make this simple, you could just pick him up from like a really high building and just eat him. Just drop him. I didn't say eat. I said yeet.
I heard eat.
Yeah, I
and
heard
enjoyed
eat
that.
too.
I said yeet.
I enjoyed that because of the what if reference.
I think
But
my
he-
only argument
Oh,
was
yeah.
the fact that he's a pacifist because I don't know a lot about the Watcher.
But he has the ability to achieve any effect desired from his powers. So like he can literally control the multiverse and attack people and change their bodies from the inside on a molecular level, having them basically die from the inside out.
But he's a pacifist.
He is a
He's not going
pacifist.
to.
But if they're fighting, there's no way for him to be a pacifist. Yes, there's no like real
so
draw.
he wouldn't be fighting. Sorry. Anyways, I just don't like this matchup.
Yeah,
That's
I can
what it
tell.
boils down to.
Thanks, Spinning Wheel, for that.
I hate that wheel. That wheel does me
And
dirty
he also
on
has
attraction.
telekinesis
Rewind.
too, so he could literally like control his mind. What does
Oh,
Percy
dude.
Jackson have? Some water? You gonna like spray him with a hose? Like
Drown
what is-
him. Drown him.
Literally, that was my first
How
thought.
is he
but
gonna
that's what
die?
I
He
thought
can
your defense was gonna
teleport.
be.
If you're gonna like throw water at him, he's literally just gonna move
Move where? To more water?
anywhere. The Earth is huge. He's just gonna teleport into another universe. Be like, all right, I'm gonna go.
He teleports to another universe, then he goes through space, in which case the water within that teleportation would instant freeze and kill him. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Where is he gonna get the water from? A fire hydrant?
No, it's going to be in the teleportation. Teleportation circles aren't just the being, it's the being and a certain amount of space around them.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So if he's drowning in water, the water is going to teleport with him.
Yeah, but the Watcher has like, you know, he does have like magic, so he could literally dispel the water.
Not if he not if he's in a block
Not if he
of ice.
freezes.
Not if he's in a block of ice.
Again, he doesn't
Dies.
have to go.
This
He
got
can literally
very
just
meta.
teleport.
This got so meta so fast, and I love it.
I'm done.
I want to see him like
Armida, Donovan.
control like fire hydrants on the street, like they're fighting on the street, and just like shoot a bunch of like water at his face.
That'd be
some
cool.
more water towers.
Yeah.
I am hands down gonna just have to go with the Watcher. Like he is incredibly powerful. Like I love Percy Jackson, but I'm sorry.
I have to agree. Percy Jackson is a very valiant effort and a very entertaining effort, I will say. I was thoroughly entertained. By
I
that, but
forgot.
will
I
also-
forgot. You can fly. You had the little sneakers with the little
Oh
wing.
yeah.
Oh
You
yeah,
can totally
I
take
can
me
fly.
on. Yeah, not really well, but you can try.
Hermes
I
is
wasn't planning on
shoes.
winning that one. I want to know what Instagram said though.
Yeah.
It's a Percy Jackson.
That's all I needed.
Wow.
The
Right.
internet-
I don't
The
think anyone knows a
validation.
lot about.
No,
The
it's
Watcher.
because
The Watcher, though.
it's because the internet thinks that Logan Lerman is sexy. That's
Okay.
why.
It's because
Yeah,
the
but-
internet thinks the Watcher watches, and that's all he can do.
The Watcher is just a creep. That's a superpower, guys.
I
Super
really
pedo.
but like
That's his
but
new
like
nickname.
the
Right.
Watcher actually like gave Voltron a fight though.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't able to like have
Give
a
him
fight with
Voltron
money
anyone.
for sure.
Voltron.
He did a lot of damage against him.
He did. And like with like even Thanos, like Voltron just like full on just in 2 seconds killed
Well,
Thanos.
the way
I'm not that into Marvel apparently.
What if?
Oh,
the
yeah, I did
reason
watch
he,
that.
the
I
reason
didn't
he
finish it.
killed Thanos was because he didn't have like, the love that he cares for like other people.
Mm-hmm.
He just used that to his ability. So like he took the, I don't know, it was like he wasn't really controlled
ready
by
for the
the
next
stones. The stones kind of controlled him.
Yeah.
I'm
All right,
ready for
let's
this
move
next
on.
argument.
We have to go back to the streak now of either Armida or Jared.
Aslan.
Oh no, but Sky won, so
Yep.
Yeah.
Aslan the lion versus Annabeth from the Lightning Thief.
here we go. Well, I won't say that Annabeth won't put up a fight because
Start us off.
I know that that character is very strategic. And like, and it's so funny because like Aslan takes on this like whole like I am with you personality. Like that's really all he does. But like when it comes down to it, like Aslan will like go hard on the ones that he needs to fight to protect. And like he literally took down the witch with one bite. One bite. Like he just showed up and pounced her and ate her, and that was it.
Can we remember though that if it wasn't for the kids, Aslan would have died because the witch stabbed him?
She did, but he sacrificed. He let her do that. It was a willing sacrifice because the what happened in the movie? Edmund was going to be killed for what he did.
Yeah.
And so Aslan actually like took his place.
I just think.
But he knew he was going to come back though. He full on died knowing he was going to get up.
I just think that the daughter of the goddess of war and battle strategy would win against a lion. That's all I have to say.
That's what I thought the same thing, but like I don't know, something about a super lion. I don't know, super bear, super lion.
Is he a super lion? I thought he was just a talking lion.
I kind of think he is because like
He's
the amount of
big,
times
isn't he?
like he's huge.
And he's an old lion too. Like he's been around since the beginning.
And he talks. Like is that
Well, he was willing to sacrifice himself.
I feel like if it was
And
a
then-
normal lion, Annabeth would just like stab it and go.
right?
I mean,
Done.
in the movie anyway, he took on a whole army.
He did.
A whole army. And
And
yes,
then
you could
healed
say
his
that.
own by breathing on them.
And you could say that, yeah, Annabeth did too, because in like the arena when she was fighting everyone from the school, yeah, she did pretty well.
Mhm.
But it wasn't really like, I don't know if she was like in like a real situation where like, people weren't really going to die, if she would be able to hold her own against, the king of Narnia.
Yeah,
She also took down, or she helped take down Medusa too.
she did. Yeah.
Mhm.
She did, but she wasn't the one to kill her though.
She ran her over.
That is true, yeah.
She said vroom vroom with the truck.
Side note, that movie is amazing.
I
It
don't
is
know
so
why
underrated.
I thought. Yeah, and I actually liked it. I know book fans are gonna crucify me for that, but I actually did like it.
I just overall think that battle strategy has a lot more to do with stuff than somebody's pure strength.
Mhm.
Yeah, that is true.
Kind of because on the side of like Annabeth can plan this for years.
Yeah.
Like she can get on Aslan's good side. She can do a
Mhm.
lot of stuff. If it was like head to head, I think yes, Aslan would win.
Mhm.
but I'm thinking of on the aspect of if they have as long as they needed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I also feel like part of, and not to like advocate for you, but I think part of like her gift is that she probably doesn't need to sit for a while.
Yeah.
Like she's just
Yeah, I wouldn't
naturally
think she
gifted with
would.
that.
Yeah.
Right.
Aslan is wise and probably will take the best precautions to preserve himself. But like, unless she's done a great, like, if she's like caused a lot of harm, then he probably wouldn't forwardly attack her.
All right, Donovan, what are you thinking? Aslan or Annabeth?
You know, originally going into this, I definitely was going to say Aslan, but the debate, I have to say I'm going to have to give it to Annabeth after.
Interesting. Oh,
Some
this-
very good points.
It's
Most
okay,
of
honey,
them
you
were
don't have.
made by Armida.
Literally, she dug herself into that
Well,
one.
yeah, I was actually gonna go Annabeth, but like, I don't know how long they
What
would
did we-
have though. Like, I wouldn't think this like battle would be like super drawn out.
I literally
No.
gave an argument that would help that for Jared.
Mhm.
I'm always kind of on the page. Okay, this isn't to do with Annabeth and Aslan, but I'm always on the page of like, these battles aren't, let's put you in an arena, fight. It's like, you have to kill this person before they kill you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like a strategic, more like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I gotta go Annabeth. I'm gonna go Annabeth, actually.
You could see it on his face that he was like, I could get in trouble for this. Okay,
No,
yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna
like-
get Annabeth.
No, I'm genuine. Like, I think, you know, I think she has a really good shot against Aslan.
I want to know what Instagram said though. I feel like Instagram picked Aslan.
They picked Aslan.
Yeah.
All right.
People always go for the animals.
I also picked Aslan until
About
until I
five-
had to fight for Annabeth.
Right.
All right, and the final one is Thor versus Odin. Let's
Mhm.
go.
You ready, honey?
This is probably one of like the ones that I was most excited for, was because it's like a father versus son.
You have a good shot of beating me this time.
I mean, to be fair, all he has to do is like take the power of Thor away from you, and then you're screwed.
literally, and like I don't have much of an argument, if I'm honest. This is the one time that Sky's probably gonna win in a landslide against me.
I mean, he is the most powerful god in
He
the
is.
MCU.
And I
Like,
can't. I just advocated for like the equivalent in Greek mythology.
Right,
Yeah,
literally.
It's kind of hard to now say against it because
Although,
I
like,
just did that.
I did kind of like go deeper into him, and like kind of I wanted to see like what his like actual like motivations and like powers were. And the fact that he can lift 75,000 pounds is scary to me.
Mhm.
Like, I'm sure Thor could like do a lot of damage, but you know, taking like something like that on is terrifying.
I think I just developed an argument in my head. I think one of the reasons why Odin acted so harshly on Thor with all that strength is because Thor and the power that he uses so recklessly was actually something that Odin was afraid of.
Right. Oh, I was thinking that he kind of like gives, well, what like, so watching Thor, I honestly thought like he was kind of giving Thor some of his power and his
Mhm.
abilities. You know, in case like if he didn't live on, you know, he would still have that power to
I mean,
rule
he was
Asgard.
a pretty ruthless warrior before that, but
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, even then without the hammer, Thor Ragnarok was literally like, "Are you the god of hammers or the god of thunder?"
Mm-hmm.
So he still has that power in him. It's just the hammer that helped him wield it.
Oh yeah, fair.
That
Yeah.
being said, Odin was the one to show him that. But
At the same time, he's not the
Yeah.
one that destroyed Asgard, though. He was kind of the person that led to the destruction of Asgard.
yeah, but I think that was probably Odin's fear all along. Was that you know, Thor could bring about the end of Asgard. I think that he kind of knew in the back of his head the whole time that Thor was powerful enough to do that.
So not only, you know, like strength wise, I think they both are kind of equal in that regard. Like they are both gods, but he has the ability to channel like Silver Surfer the cosmic energy,
Mhm.
and create straight up energy shields like Halo. And he also has like the ability to not only like cast illusions like Loki, but he has the power to regenerate himself and heal himself from any kind of like stabbing or attack that he's like brought on. And I think that's why he lasted so long in general, and how like the Asgard army was able to destroy so many of the 9 realms was because of his ability to heal anyone and everyone that he wanted to.
Mhm.
There you go for the head.
That's why, yeah, exactly. I mean, he also had the Infinity Gauntlet too. That's what started that whole thing was, Odin already had 2 of the Infinity Stones and created the first gauntlet.
Mhm.
And that's how Thanos knew how to do it.
I want to say to myself, like, with all the knowledge that Thor now has, would he be smarter than his father? But like,
But how much knowledge
but like,
does
where
he
is?
have?
But like, hold on. Where is Thor now? Where did we leave him off? Like, no, he's
Him
learned
being a
nothing.
guardian of the galaxy? Like,
He's learned
yeah.
him like
Nah.
100 pounds
No,
heavier.
I was wrong. He learned how
in-
to play Fortnite. That's very important. He learned how
He
to
learned
play
how to
Fortnite.
get a beer belly.
That is true.
He grew a beer gut and then went to go hang out in space with Chris Pratt. He's learned nothing.
Yeah, over what, 6 movies? Probably
Yeah,
more than that. 7
he's
movies?
learned absolutely nothing.
He's learned that family and friendship is important.
Right.
Which is
period.
what, something
But
that
that's
Peter
not gonna
Parker
win a
knows at
fight.
17? Like,
That's not gonna win a fight.
Okay, but look at how he took on Hulk.
He did survive the full
I-
strength of a dying star. He did survive.
Yeah, that's
that.
very true.
I will give him that.
I'm kind of on the page of Thor with Mjolnir wouldn't win, but I think Thor with Stormbreaker would.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because like the reason that Odin has such high control over Thor's powers is because Mjolnir was his,
Mhm.
and he gifted it onto Thor. But Thor made Stormbreaker.
He did with his own hand.
he didn't make it. He just he forged it.
He
He
forged it
forged it.
and literally took that energy of the
And,
dying
right.
star and he almost died because of it.
Like the energy went through Thor to make the
and
hammer.
Thor
so
can
it's like-
regenerate. Thor can regenerate too because he did when he had Stormbreaker.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay.
I
I thought I was just gonna give up. Man, this is fun.
But he
Yeah.
also, Odin has the power, like pretty much all of Loki's powers he also has. So I mean, if you really want to do it, like if
Which is
he's fighting
ironic.
one of, yeah,
It's
right.
ironic,
It's kind of
yeah.
cool though. Like if he's fighting like one version of Odin, he can literally just do what Loki did in the first Avengers and take on like 10.
But Loki also has never won against Thor.
I'm not saying that he needs to. I mean, Doctor Strange did the exact same thing and beat Thanos
Anyways.
and held down the gauntlet, literally what he created.
Donovan, where's your mind at?
my mind is thinking. I just keep hearing Mark Ruffalo in my head. You guys are so screwed now. That's what I'm thinking in my head right now. That's all I got. That's
You
my
know,
closing argument.
I really, really love Thor, like way more than Odin. But when it comes down to it, who forged, like who took over all the realms and everything like that, and like he's the father of Thor. Like I feel if it came down to it, he could definitely show his son who's boss. And so I'm gonna have to go with Odin, the father.
I would be a lot more afraid of like Odin in a fight. If like I was fighting Thor in general, I feel like I'd be less afraid. But if I
Yeah.
was fighting Odin, I would be terrified.
Thor's like a bro, whereas Odin, no, he's
Yeah.
terrifying. Like
Yeah.
he's scary.
Take it to
Jared?
the Instagram polls.
Ooh.
Oh, wow, you're going
Other
with
people
Thor?
are gonna say Thor because he's just a favorite. I bet.
I'm just on the page of from what we see of Odin. I know Odin has his whole past, but I think what we
Right.
see of him in the actual movies isn't necessarily a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
Okay. And
That's
yes,
where my mind is.
Instagram did go with Thor,
I knew it.
which again I think is just out of love for Thor rather than the powers of Odin. But that's fine.
We keep saying Odin, and I keep thinking of my dog, but it's not.
It's not. It's
Is
not
that your dog's name?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it was supposed to be my dog.
oh,
He was a cute little puppy, but we didn't have the money to keep him, so
oh,
he's still in the family though. So I get to see him.
that's
Oh,
good.
did.
But yeah, his name's Odin, and so whenever we say Odin now, I think of a big fluffy Malamute.
Aw.
All right, so for the bracket 1, moving on is Hercules, the Enchantress, Zeus, the Watcher, Aslan, and
Nope.
Thor.
Annabeth.
Oh, right, Annabeth. Sorry. Yeah, I crossed out the wrong one.
3 for 4, BB.
It's pretty
Woo!
good. Nice.
Yeah.
Thought it was gonna be 2 for 4.
2
All
from
right.
Hercules. No, 1. I lied. Don't listen to me.
No, 2 from
No, 2.
Hercules.
Yeah,
Hercules
Yeah,
and
Zeus and
Zeus.
Hercules.
Hercules and Zeus.
Technically 3 because Odin is the Zeus as Thor is the
True.
Hercules.
I know, but like I feel like that's not even a fight though with Hercules and
That's
Zeus.
my
It's a whole
dumb
different
joke.
thing though.
Right.
Are we gonna do Spinner of Death now or after?
I'm going to do it after,
Okay.
just so we can keep going.
Okay.
All right. So for bracket 2, Disney Warriors, Isabel and Mulan, you guys are up.
Who? Who?
Isabel,
you.
whatever. I don't have an accent. I'm sorry.